Mike Ybarra, man. Normally I don't make these type of videos. But every now and then someone says some dumb stuff. And we got to talk about it. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Mike Ybarra, the former president of Blizzard. For those of you who don't know Mike Ybarra, he was originally at Xbox. He went to Blizzard. And now he's at Prize Picks. And he's had some very captivating takes in the industry, to say the least. Does that mean he's a bad dude? No. I actually don't think Mike Ybarra is a bad person in general. I just think he's got some shitty personality traits, in my opinion. But it's just like, this dude at every corner just makes some crazy statements. You know, I do know that there was an incident where he left Prize Pick where people were asking him, you know, what was his original intent with games like Diablo, Overwatch. And he was saying some really good stuff. Like he wanted to take more microtransactions out. Here's the thing. It's easy to say stuff like that once you're out of the building. It's easy to say stuff like that once you are no longer part of the equation. But to me, you would have just done that stuff, my dude. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like part of me, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know Mike Ybarra to the degree. I've met him a few times. You know, we've had relationships with him in the past. We're talking to him. We tried to get him on the show a couple times. I'm not going to sit there and say I know Mike Ybarra. It's just part of me feels like, you know, sometimes he not that he's a selfish individual. He just be saying stupid stuff. And it just be giving the illusion. I don't know. But it's just like, geez, Mike. Jeez. But anyway, what are we talking about? We are talking about his comments on Overwatch. For those of you that don't know, Overwatch is this massive IP that killed games like Battleborn. And it is by far the top game in the shooter market. By far the top game in the shooter market. And it has been that way for a long time. Overwatch has been dominant for so long. And no one's ever combated them. No one's ever fought them. There's been games that have built up and died to try to take on Overwatch. So essentially what's happened is there has been another Overwatch clone from the hundreds of them. Maybe hundreds of them is exaggerating a little bit. But there's been a lot that has shipped, and it's called Marvel Rivals. And as you can see in that name, there's a reason that Marvel Rivals is part of that. Because they're using the Overwatch, the Marvel name and the Overwatch formula. And look, there are certain things that they're doing right and certain things that they're doing wrong. I'm not going to really go into that. But let's pop over here. Overwatch looks like Mike Ybarra. There's him. Keep in mind, he no longer is in the industry. He's in a completely different industry. But he said, looks like an Overwatch Marvel Rivals ships tomorrow. Overwatch Marvel Rivals ships tomorrow. Much like Light of Matra, clear copy of Horizon Zero Dawn out of China. I mean, even the character name, Widowmaker, is Overwatch versus Black Widow in Marvel Rivals. It's intense and all the same. Look, I understand there's a lot of tension with the industry and especially Tencent. And I'm not here to sit there and pick stuff like that apart. I feel the way people feel about Tencent is very valid. Very valid. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you you shouldn't feel that way about Tencent. A lot of the actions that's done is like weird. But what's interesting the most about this Mike Ybarra thing is right here you could see he was community noted. Rolf, aka Black Widow, is a popular Marvel hero who made her debut in comic books in 1964, more than 50 years before Overwatch and Widowmaker were created. The poster is spread misinformation. Literally, Twitter is saying, my dude, Black Widow is inspired by Widowmaker. You can't have a copy when you're the original. It's like the equivalent of people saying Indiana Jones copied off Uncharted, which I haven't really seen no one say that, even though that Indiana Jones just came out, which is interesting. But it's just like, dude, stop it. Stop it, Mike. Look, like I said earlier, I don't think Mike's a bad dude. I don't. There was an incident, and I looked where, we see Young Ye talking about EA Blizzard CEO Mike Ybarra proposes tipping for $70 game, and it goes poorly for him. I'm pretty sure he took down the tweet. He took down this tweet, too. He took down this tweet. Look, I get it. He's going to speak for the defense of his studios, or the defense that he used to work for. He probably still loves that company. He's a gamer by heart. If there's one thing you cannot say about Mike Ybarra, is that he's not a gamer, because this man lives and breathes games. Even though he went to Prize Pick, he still loves the gaming industry, and I respect him for that. But it's like, fam, Mike, sit down, Mike. How long was you over there at Blizzard? And you could have done something with the Overwatch formula. Now, I understand now he's saying that he had all these plans for Overwatch, and he was going to do all these plans. Newsflash, Mike, you can say anything you want once you up the company. Hell, I could leave PlayStation. I could go work for them, lead them for years, and then leave them and say, you know what? I was gonna let be more price deducting. I was gonna get them to reduce the pricing of the PlayStation 5 Pro, but then I left. My dude, Mike, you had your chance to improve Overwatch. You can make the argument. Under your rule, Overwatch got worse. Now, I don't know how long and how much influence you actually had at Blizzard. I don't. And this is really just from the outside speaking in. And if he wants to correct me, he can correct me. That's fine, because I love criticism. I love people, correcting stuff that I'm right. But I never go out there and I never say that I know for a fact. I don't know for a fact that Mike Ybarra is the reason that Overwatch is in the situation it's in. But I do know he was one of the leaders over there during that situation. And I know he led Blizzard during like the Diablo 4 scenario. At the end of the day, I want competition. In my personal opinion, Overwatch ran amok for years because there was no real competition to make them improve in any way, shape, or form. And now we got it. We got some form of improvement. And I'm okay with that, Mike. I'm okay with that. I'm going to be real with you. I'm okay with that. I feel like we need that. We need that. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, look, it's like I said, I don't want no hate towards Mike. I don't think bad about the dude. I do question some of his personality traits. Some of the ways he moves just is weird to me. I've never really, messed with him to that degree anyway. But to me, in my personal opinion, it's like, dude, I understand this is close to you. And I do. I get it. You used to be head macho over there at Activision. And in a lot of ways, he probably didn't want to leave that job. He probably was kind of pushed out. I know that there's a lot of friction and bad blood between him and Xbox. And when Xbox took over ABK, it put him in a situation where he had to essentially leave something that he probably wanted his entire life when it comes to the gaming industry. And I know that probably hurt. And this is probably where this is coming from. And this might be some Tencent hate too, which like I said, I get. But it's like at the same time, Mike, like, what's better for the industry? Overwatch still never getting any form of competition? Or something comes along to make Blizzard take Overwatch seriously? Make Blizzard want to improve stuff on Overwatch? What's better for the industry, Mike? To me, competition is better for the industry. And for the longest time, Overwatch ran over everyone. The only brand that is stronger than Overwatch at this point doing this, I mean, there's multiple different ones, but in my opinion, is the one, the only Marvel. Marvel is gigantic. Marvel has the IP. Marvel has the characters. Marvel has the lore. Marvel has the potential to make this game right up there with Overwatch. And they have the potential to keep pushing it forward. And that's my thing. Marvel Rivals gets big. It's up to Blizzard to push their game forward, to compete. And to me, that was never happening unless something came in place, Mike, and fought Overwatch to make competition. And I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think? Put in the comment section below. Am I tripping? Because it's just like when I saw this, it felt like really unprofessional. It's like, Mike, like, you don't even work there anymore. And like I said, I get it. Probably got friends that still live there. Probably loves that company. But it's like, we want better, not worse. And as a consumer, I see nothing but good for this. But I get it from a company perspective, especially work there. He probably thinks they just copied my whole rhyme and flow. And you know what, Mike? They did. They definitely copied Overwatch. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very curious you guys' opinion. Definitely hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. You could always sub to the channel. We make weekly content over here. And go and follow me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. I do Addict Arena. It's in the description. I'm kind of redoing how I want to do that right now, so just give me some time on that. But yeah, I appreciate everyone coming through here. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, gosh, Mike, man. Mike, you make me laugh. You make me laugh. It's better than making me cry.